Oh my God, what is going on? As this episode was ending, I was looking at the TV screen like, Franklin, why? Why would you do that? I mean, like, bro, you gotta calm down. You are too emotional right now. Like, why would you make that decision? Now, some of you out there are probably like, B, hell yeah, he should have killed Franklin's daddy. That's what he getting. No. We're gonna talk about this, but man, I do not agree. I do not agree. My name is Brandon Keith Avery, and this is just my opinion. Hey, what's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Just My Opinion. We are talking Snowfall, Season 6, Episode 5, titled Ebony and Ivory. Franklin challenges Teddy's father. Leon solidifies control of the projects. Guys, if it wasn't obvious already, this is going to be spoiler filled. I'm going to spoil this episode up, down, left, right, in, and out. You have been warned, as if you've already seen the episode. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, please do so. It's free. Help your boy reach that next milestone of 50,000 subscribers. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below in that section letting me know how you felt about this episode. But man, what I was saying on my intro, Franklin, what the hell are you doing? I do not agree that you would kill Teddy's father like that. That is just not smart. The only way I would agree with that decision off top is if we can prove, if we had some type of proof, some type of evidence that Teddy killed your father, Alton, then hey, it's all cool in the game. You kill my daddy, I'm gonna kill your daddy. Some people don't like to live the eye for an eye, but no, and this is what they live in. CIA is all crooked and stuff like that. No, if Teddy killed Alton, then you're right to kill his father, Teddy's father. But we don't know that yet. We have not seen Alton since the end of season 4. And so we don't know what he's doing right now. So again, I just want to repeat, I'm cool with you killing his daddy if we knew that Alton was dead, but we don't know that. But look at this, all of the horrible things that Teddy has done throughout this show. And again, I'm tripping because I thought we could trust Teddy a long time ago. But with all of the shady stuff that Teddy has done, all of the power, all of the resources, all the connections that Teddy has had, he has done these horrible, evil, nefarious things, and he wasn't upset. He wasn't irate. He wasn't grieving. Now, all the stuff that he's capable of, Franklin, is going to be times 10 because you murdered his daddy. And that was completely unnecessary. You had him by the balls. Y'all were able to kidnap Teddy's daddy without even knowing that he was kidnapped. Now I got to give it to y'all because I didn't see it initially when I was watching this show. But with Veronique and Cassandra, that's Veronique's mom, I was like, wait a minute. They are some true finesses in the game right here. They know how to get the job done without stabbing somebody in the neck, without blowing up or burning down a building or using bullets. Now, of course, all that is necessary if it comes down to it. I'm not saying that you can go into a gunfight with your fist and stuff like that. But the soft approach can get the job done. And Cassandra and Veronique were doing that. I mean, man, you had all of the leverage, Franklin, and you just gonna mess it up like this. You can even hear it in his phone. I mean, hear it in his phone. You can even hear it in Teddy's voice, like, okay, it doesn't work like that. It's a process, and I just can't da 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 da. Like, it just, I mean, this man was able to steal $73 million from your bank account without a trace. That just shows how powerful he is. But now you don't let the demon off the leash. And he gonna come after you, Veronique, Cassandra, Louis, Jerome, Leon, Wanda. The whole projects is going under now because Teddy gonna want to get revenge. And so I don't agree there. You could have had Teddy eating out the palm of your hand. But no, you want to do that. And also, why this is bad is you have ruined the relationship with Cassandra. The one that, Veronique's mom. If not, Veronique too. Because Veronique told you at the very beginning of this season, Veronique didn't want to help you. She was like, you took her into the warehouse, showed all the drugs and the money. She was like, look, babe, I'm going to help you here, here, and here, but I need you to get me the F out of here. And he was like, okay. But then she came around and went on a trip for him like, okay, baby, I knew what you was into. I can't run now. I'm down. You know what I'm saying? And also, you're going to snap at Cassandra in the previous episode because you're like, oh, we're square one. Is the sun hot? Is water wet? Flipping tables or whatever you was throwing, and Cassandra almost walked. And we know that they were not a part of this plan, this impulsive decision to stab him in the neck like that. Man, and they were shook. They were scared. And so they're not part of this, man. And you just you just literally set the whole projects on fire. Oh man, I was so happy. I was like, wow, you calling Teddy, talking shit, talking about, yeah, and call the retirement home and see that they cannot find the man that just up and disappeared, and he's over here in the other room and don't even know he kidnapped. I mean, man, and you just gonna mess it up. At the very least, man, you could have like made him think that you was gonna kill him, but I don't know. I think you just lost the leverage, and the situation was already crappy. Everybody killing everybody, but you made it worse. And that's crazy to me, man. I'm just like, oh, Franklin, what are you doing? But y'all let me know what you think down below. But also in this episode, of course, the first part, it says that Franklin challenged Teddy's father, and also Leon solidifies the projects, from Dion, because he beat his ass. I like that. Like I was saying in that episode, that I like just a straight up man-to-man fight, no weapons, nothing. Well, Leon did use a bottle, but still, you know what I'm saying? It was street fight. And I like that. Dion lost. He took the money and he took the product, and he went over there crying to Jerome and Louis, and we're going to be talking about that. But Leon did what he has to do. Also, Wanda was there by his side. You're like, hey, why stop now? And I like the way that she was speaking up, but at the same time, when those dudes came in there, they was like, but you went to Africa and you left with a crackhead, came back with a wife. Watch your effing mouth. I'm sorry, Wanda. No disrespect, but that's the word in the street. But I like the way that Leon went out there and checked everybody. Like, okay, look, I'm not just going to leave y'all leaderless and all this change and don't nobody know what's going on. So look, if you want to step up to the crown and take, if you want to step to the plate, and take the crown, here you are. Let's go. And, he cussing people out, MFR, you a PUSSY, all of that. My only thing is, okay, Leon, if you're going to address the block like that, put the pistol down first. You can't be coming, with the pistol waving around talking about, what's up, motherfuckers? Ain't nobody gonna run up with you. You got a pistol in your hand. So I know I know that's what his character wasn't thinking. I'm pretty sure if he thought about it while he was in the moment, he would have put the pistol away. But I was kind of laughing about that. But I like that. I like that. But now on the other hand, we have Dion going to Louis and Jerome. And I was really curious on how this was going to play out. Dion is not happy. Hopefully Dion just puts his anger down and he can accept that he's no longer the leader of the projects. I don't want no more beef. I don't. I really don't. I think that it was interesting when Louis made her comment like, well, hey, Dion, it doesn't matter. We have a business to sell, so we're going to be selling to whoever's buying. He's like, I'm not even talking to you. He didn't even look her in the face. He didn't, and I'm not mad at him for that, but he didn't have to call her a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not cool with that. And Jerome tried to pour him a drink, but they're the crossover right here because he's like, oh yeah, you're a tough ass, hard ass nigga, da 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 da. Kind of patronize him a little bit. And Dion wasn't feeling that. It's like, no, I'm not a dime breed. You are. Now, of course, I think that Jerome has more wisdom than Dion, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm on the fence right now because, Jerome still pissed me off because he pistol whipped Beverly to death, Black Diamond, and I didn't like that. So I'm really curious to what Dion is going to do. Hopefully he doesn't do anything stupid and things can get back to normal, in the projects, and, he's no longer shooting out lights or anything like that. So we'll see. I really do like Oso. I really do like Gustavo. I do not want him to die. I don't want his woman to die, the mother or the boys. I just really want them to get out. I want everybody to get out safe, but he is the least reckless out of everybody, in my opinion. And so I do want him to survive. I'm thinking Teddy is smart. He is the one that was telling Ruben with the KGB. And it is good that also that Gustavo came and told Teddy the next day. Teddy still does not know that also that Gustavo is working with the DEA, but Teddy was getting suspicious because he was talking to his boy William like, I don't know, man, I think he turned. But, Teddy was like, I don't know, he came to me and he talked and this is real good. You can kind of tell that Teddy had a nice sigh of relief. Like, okay, I still think I can trust Gustavo. He's not a snitch. He's not a rat. He's still on our side. He may be trying to get out, but he hasn't thrown us completely under the bus. And so that was real cool how all that played out in Gustavo's favor. It was kind of luck, but, Gustavo, you got to be careful, man. You got to cross all your I's, not cross all your I's, dot all your I's and cross all your T's. But Ruben was walking away from his apartment. Teddy snuck up in there and they found the this stuff that revealed that he was a homosexual. And I don't even know why that would, well, again, that would be a big deal at the time because this is taking place in the 80s. I'm thinking this was 2023. And I'm like, okay, what's the big deal with somebody being gay? You know, like I'm about to say everybody's gay. You know what I'm trying to say? It's just more in the open. It is more accepted than, 30, 40 years ago. But yeah, if this is taking place in the 80s, he is with the KGB. I don't really know nothing about the KGB other than movies and television. But word on the streets is maybe they not cool. Maybe that, I can understand basically why that would be a secret that he wouldn't want to get out, but it could not be a big deal. I mean, they did bring it up as a plot point, so maybe that is a big deal. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Now, something that I also like towards the beginning of this episode of how much authority and respect Kane still has, because remember all the way back in season 1 where Franklin and Leon got started in the drug game, Kane was locked up. But before he was locked up, apparently Kane was the man on the street and had all the respect. But Franklin and Leon came in, they grew up, but at the same time, when Kane got out, he still had all the respect or whatever. So Franklin really just can't talk to Kane any way he wants. I mean, he's still above him a bit, but at the same time, Kane does have more street cred than Franklin does, in my opinion. If you disagree, let me know in the comment section. But Franklin was about to head out of there. He was like, no, we're not heading out of here until we figure this shit out, or it's going to be a long night. Sit and think, nigga. And I like that. I like that. He was, and Franklin can't do nothing but understand. So that's cool. Now, we also have Sissy and Wanda at the shelter. I like everything that they have going on. We do not want Wanda to relapse and start going back to, doing drugs, and she's strung out and stuff. So she has to stay busy. And I like that she feels like she is needed at the shelter. It seems like that's a great place for her. And she's going to have to learn the ropes and stuff like that. Sissy is going to have to be patient and teach her. And I think that's going to be a nice, fruitful relationship. So I can't wait for all of that. Now, we also have Jerome with your boy Omar Dorsey at the car place. And that's crazy that they had to fake that whole relationship. Like, oh yeah, ducking in the chandelier and all this stuff. And they really don't even want to be around each other. Jerome was able to peep game. Like, wait a minute, you blew me off talking about I need to come back, not tomorrow, not this weekend, but next week. And you only got 2 cars in here. And again, Dorsey, he don't want him there, because he's like, I really appreciate all the stuff that we did back in the day. I did get my stack and I started this garage, this mechanic shop, but I just had my 3rd child, man. I don't want to be a part of that no more. Like I have to put food on the table and make sure there's a roof over the head and we can turn the lights on and all that. And I can't get mad at that. He don't want to be part of that life no more. I probably exited a long time ago, but it really just bothered me, or not bothered me, but it was just sad that they had to fake their relationship at the very beginning until the crap hit the fan. It just would have been nice if they could have been upfront and transparent from the very beginning. But Jerome, you got to be serious now, man. You can't just be putting machine guns out your trunk ready to blow people's heads off in the middle of the day like that. I mean, nobody in there is about that life other than maybe Omar Dorsey's character a number of years ago. People running around scared. He like, hey man, come on. He like, come on, what? I understand. I understand where Omar Dorsey's character is coming from, Jerome, and I'm glad that, he came to his senses and, he shut the hood and put the gun back and was like, hey, I'm sorry that I effed up y'all day, and he drove off. That's cool. I liked all that too. But at the very beginning of the episode, also, I know I'm skipping around, we got that crackhead ex-cop. Like, I really want him to be put down. I really don't like him at all. He need to go somewhere. And I really like how Jerome got up in his face, like, if you using, you ain't coming back. So yeah, he sucks as a character. Yeah, man, it was a good episode. But I still cannot believe that Franklin is just going to murder Ted's dad like that. I just think that was a bad decision. I think that you should have just kept tabs on them. Not tabs on them, but, make sure you still held them and not giving them back. Hey, you give me the money, you get your dad back. Easy squeezy, lemons, whatever the saying is. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to see how this is going to play out, man. But I think that Franklin just erupted a volcano that he's not going to be able to escape from. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But you guys let me know what you think. But guys, that is just my opinion. And I want to thank you so much for tuning in to the latest episode of Ebony and Ivory for Snowfall Season 6. Man, this is the last season right here. I do not want this show to go away. If you subscribe and help me reach 50,000 subscribers, check me out, okay? You're going to get movie reviews, but also look at this, y'all. Oscars, I did a number of reviews for Marshall and the Cell, Elvis. We got Banshees of the Inisherin, Tar, Triangle of Sadness, Pinocchio, Avatar, The Whale, Top Gun Maverick, The Fabelmans, The Whale, Puss in Boots, Turning Red, all of that. Movie reviews, spoiler movie reviews, series reviews, a weekly movie news roundup show, Barrel Air Season 2, of course, Snowfall Season 6, some trailer reactions, and interviews as well, and some fresh out of theater reactions. I did see John Wick 4 the other day, and so if you're curious about that, let me know. And also, guys, look what I talked about right here. Why Angela Bassett lost the Oscars. We had a great conversation. But guys, again, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that my name is Brandon Keith Avery, and that's just my opinion. Peace.